Hi, this is Loretta, Legally Quirky. I wanted to come today and talk to you about some habits that you may want to start. While I have you here, please go ahead and like the video and also subscribe. I'm in the process of trying to build subscribers, and you have the opportunity in the comments to let me know what types of topics you would like to hear more about. Today is going to be the habits to build video. I'm also working on a decluttering video because we just recently put together 2 homes, and so there was a lot of doubles of things that will be coming up next week. But for today, let's talk about what kind of habits would be a good idea to start and try working on. I also want to start off by saying that you don't have to do all of these at once. It's very hard to do multiple new habits at once. And so it would be easier to pick one habit that you want to change, do that for 21 days or a month, and then once you feel like that habit has been ingrained and become part of your routine, switch to the next habit that you want to pursue. Okay, let's get started. First habit to incorporate: manage your physical mail when it comes in. I have a confession to make. This is actually something that I'm working on right now. Very often mail will come in, and the junk mail is pretty easy to go through and throw away. But other mail that requires an action step may get put to the side and not dealt with. Some examples of these are bills that need to get paid later in the month, responses to invitations like wedding invitations, social invitations, or it could be that someone sent you correspondence and that correspondence from a company requires an answer. My recommendation and what I'm working on right now is trying to deal with those pieces of mail when they first come in, rather than putting them off until later. Even if it is a bill, if you're mailing a check, you could always write the check and put it to the side and then make a note of when it needs to get mailed. Or some people sign up for the automatic payments. Some people sign up for paperless billing. I am an old-fashioned type of person. I actually like to get physical bills in the mail rather than just not knowing what I'm getting billed and having an automatic draft happen. But again, whatever works for you and is easier, but that physical mail that you get in your mailbox, try to deal with it as soon as possible. Same is true if you're still getting physical magazines. You may want to look through that magazine, make a note of what you want to read it, and then before the month is out and the next magazine comes in, get rid of that magazine. Make a note of what it is you want to keep. Take a picture of it. I've done that before. I've taken pictures of articles that I want to kind of save and read later. And then again, if you're not a paper person, hopefully you're getting this stuff electronically, and then you're not having to deal with paper coming into your mailbox. Number 2 is sort of connected to number 1, and that is your email, your electronic mail. There are so many emails that come into my inbox. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. There are so many emails that come into my mailbox, and it could be that I bought something from a company and I signed up to give them my email because they offered 20% off. But now, they're sending you an email 3 times a week. You need to go in and unsubscribe. There's a really easy way to do this. If you're in Google, go into your search, type unsubscribe, and anything that has unsubscribe in the body of the email should pop up so that you can hit the unsubscribe button to all of those emails. But it is worth the time to deal with and unsubscribe from those emails now, rather than having to constantly go in and delete those multiple marketing emails. The other thing that's nice is in Google, you can actually tell them that you want to stop seeing those sponsored ads. So if there's a sponsored ad that keeps coming up, say to a meal subscription delivery or a home security system, you can report that ad to Google and say, I no longer want to see this ad. This way, you can see a different sponsored ad instead of something that you might have already purchased. Okay, next item on habits to start. Eat fruit, eat vegetables, and eat them. Well, eat the rainbow. That's the advice. This is not new advice. I will say this. Canned fruits and vegetables are the most processed. Uh, I understand a lot of people buy frozen. Frozen is better than canned because there's less preservatives. And of course, the best thing to do, and it's also the cheapest, is to buy fresh fruits and vegetables. You can buy bananas on the cheap. You can buy, whole apples and slice them yourself. But if you buy applesauce, you're buying something that's been highly processed and possibly contains a lot of sugar. It's the same thing with pineapple. And I understand you might not want to go through the trouble of having to core and cut the pineapple, but it is cheaper that way. If you want to pay for the convenience of someone doing that for you, most grocery stores sell cored and peeled pineapple. And if you want it done even more, you can get it where it's cut into slices or chunks. The thing not to do would be to buy that can of pineapple because, again, you're getting a lot of extra sugar. There's already sugar in the pineapple along with water. The natural sugar in the water in the pineapple is healthy. The canned pineapple is not. The other thing that I love to buy in terms of having vegetables and salads, cucumbers and tomatoes are pretty easy to find and readily available. I know some people are nervous about buying lettuce. If you've seen some of the documentaries out there about the lettuce outbreaks in E. coli, you might want to think twice about the lettuce that says it's been washed. They've done testing, and some of the testing has shown that it's not really as clean as you think. So even if you're buying that triple washed bagged lettuce, you want to go ahead and wash it. But it's healthier to make your own salad rather than buy a salad kit. It's cheaper to buy a head of lettuce and do your own salad. Again, some people might think for convenience, I don't want to have to deal with a head of lettuce, but you're going to save money for that little bit of extra work of actually breaking up the lettuce yourself. It's your call. And, you might be at a point in your life where time and meal prep, you need to make it as easy as possible. But it would be better for you to eat lettuce and fresh cucumber, fresh tomato that you're slicing up yourself rather than doing a prepackaged salad or buying a salad from a fast food restaurant. Those salads at fast food restaurants, or I enjoy going to Chili's, those salads actually have a lot of calories and hidden salt in them. There's sugar and gluten in the salad dressing. You need to be really careful. There's gluten in the croutons. So if you're trying to eat healthy, the salad might sound healthy when you go out or when you're looking to buy something for lunch, but it might not actually be. Better to make your own. The next habit that you might want to start is to drink more water. I know it's summertime and it's refreshing sometimes to have, in the South, everybody drinks sweet tea. I have unsweet tea mixed with some fruit today. But if you can switch to drinking water and not bottled water, I mean, get a water filtration system and drink filtered water so that you're taking the tap water from your tap. This is a novel idea for some people. You turn the tap on, you put the water in the water filter, and then you drink that. And, you've invested in the water filtration system. Rather inexpensively, my husband installed something onto our sink so we can go to the sink, pull a lever, and filtered water comes out. It doesn't have to be hundreds of dollars. You can find one, install it. It might take you longer to do it. My husband's pretty handy, but it's worth it. And you don't have to buy bottled water. You can switch away from the sodas and look at, if you do want to drink soda, look at the soda as a treat and save a ton of money by just drinking water. And it's good for you too. Another habit to start, make the bed. When you get up, just make the bed. It seems like such a small thing, and you might think to yourself, why am I going to make the bed when I just have to get in the bed and it's going to get messy again? There is something satisfying, and it feels more organized, and it's more aesthetically pleasing to get up and make the bed. I don't have a ton of pillows on the bed. I used to. When we do the decluttering video, you'll see all the pillows that I used to have on the bed. I pared it down. There's now the 2 pillows that we sleep on and then 2 decorative pillows. So I'm not having to deal with a ton of pillows. I also, in the summer, we don't use a top sheet, so I'm not fighting to get that top sheet into place. And so right now, all I need to do is just kind of put the comforter on, smooth it out, grab the pillows, fluff them up, put them at the top, and then I'm done. It's a nice way to start the day off and to look at the bed and to know that this area of my house looks good. I did something today. Now, of course, if you don't feel well, I understand skipping the bed. Then you might be in the bed later and needing to rest. The next habit I wanted to encourage you to give a try is a gratitude journal. I love doing gratitude journals. I journal every night and I think about, what do I have in my life that I'm grateful for? Or what events happened today that I'm grateful for? What people did I run into that I'm grateful for? And it could be something as simple as the person that you talked to when you checked into a doctor appointment, that they were kind and courteous to you and you didn't have to wait very long. It could be that you went to the gas station and the gas station attendant was really friendly and very efficient and it went easy. Maybe you're grateful that you have a car and your car works, because there are people out there that are dealing with car issues and can't get to work. Be grateful that you have a job, because some people are looking for work and they don't have a job. So what is it that you have to be grateful for? I think, one of the things about social media and being on something like Instagram, it's very easy to look at other people's lives and to think that, maybe I'm missing out on something. You're not missing out on anything. Live your authentic life on your terms and look at all of the things that you have rather than looking at what other people have. Comparison. Okay, the next habit that you want to get into is moving around. Now, I use move very broadly. I'm going to define how I mean move. Some people may think running, exercising, lifting weights at the gym. No, I'm just talking about moving. So even if you are sitting down watching television, there is nothing stopping you from sticking your arms out and doing some arm circles on a commercial, or going like this on a commercial, or going like this on a commercial. Chair yoga and chair exercises are very popular right now. A lot of baby boomers are getting older and they want to stay active. You can sit in that chair and watch TV, and then when a commercial comes on, you know that you have a certain window of time where you can work in some movement. This way, you're not just sitting there watching television, being sedentary. You can also kick your feet out so that you're doing some thigh exercises. But I mean, even if you have some health issues and you can't walk around, uh, you can stay in the house and lay in bed, and there are exercises that you can do where, you know, you're just moving your arm or a leg and making that movement. Slight movements will help, and it will raise your heart rate a little bit and get that circulation going so that the blood is pumping. You can start off gentle, and then if you feel inspired to do more movement later, you can. Right now it's very hot in the south. We're in the middle of a hot summer. If I don't get a walk in the morning, it is usually too hot to do it after lunchtime. It just keeps getting hotter and hotter throughout the day. But walking for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, there are indoor walking programs that you can do. Whatever small movement you can do, set aside, do it for 2 minutes, or if you can, do it for the length of a song, do it for 5 minutes. There are some people that say just commit to 7 minutes a day. However it is, just get moving and try to start off with, some gentle movements in the morning, some stretching, and then as the day progresses, see where you can work in additional movements so that that blood's pumping, you're getting some strength building and some flexibility. I also wanted to talk to you about fasting. Now, again, depending on where you are in life, what kind of schedule you have, there may be an opportunity for you to try something called intermittent fasting. I'm not even talking about that. I am talking about making a conscious decision to take a break between meals and not snack. So the habit I'm calling you to act on would be to fast and only do 2 meals a day or 3 meals a day and no snacks. If you're looking to lose weight, it's really hard to do that if you're eating and taking in too many calories. I am working on this right now. I am guilty of being a snacker. Never met a snack I didn't like. Can't bring potato chips in the house because if you bring in a bag of potato chips or popcorn, I will eat the whole thing. So at this point, it's just fasting between meals, or, like I said, just do 2 or 3 meals a day, no snacks. It'll make a big difference. Plus, you'll save money because you're not buying all of that junk food. Snacks have also gone way up in price. I remember when it used to be 99 cents to get a bag of chips. The bags are smaller now, and they're $2.50. If you're getting a family size bag, it's $6. It's just crazy. So if you can avoid the snacking and be very diligent about fasting between the meals so that there's 3 hours between your meals, it'll make a big difference. If you do get hungry, remember we talked about fresh fruits and veggies. This would be a good time to have plums, nectarines, peaches, grapes, whatever floats your boat. But that natural sugar and the water that's in the fruit will help you get through to your next meal. The last tip that I have for you is to take your dirty clothes and put them directly into the washing machine at the end of the day. All right, so there's a point in the day, maybe it's when you come home from work, you change out of your work clothes and you put on different clothes. Or it's the end of Saturday and you're getting ready for bed. When you're taking off those clothes, just go ahead and put them right into the washing machine. We don't own hampers because we walk straight to the washing machine and put the dirty clothes in there. Now, I know this might drive some people crazy because they want to take that laundry and sort it. If you need to sort laundry, and I usually keep track of what's going in there, I will pull everything out and sort it if it needs different handling and care. Or there is a laundry basket in the area where the washing machine is to throw delicates. So there's one basket for delicates where the washing machine is, and all of my delicates go in that basket, separate from the stuff that gets a normal wash. But that saves a tremendous amount of time. And if you have children, if you can start training them when they're just 5 years old, hey, you know what? We're getting ready for bed. We're putting on our pajamas. Let's take our clothes and let's go and put them in the washing machine for mommy or daddy so that, all the dirty clothes are in one spot. They will learn that habit and develop that habit for the rest of their life. I was never a child that had dirty clothes kind of flown and flung all over the place. Even if something wasn't that dirty and I was going to wear it the next day, I would take it and fold it and put it on a chair, okay, or on a surface. I wouldn't just leave it on the floor. Clothing on the floor is, I don't know, to me, it makes the environment stressful and it feels like chaos. And I know that if you have teenage boys right now, you are probably dealing with a lot of dirty clothes on the floor. Um, they need to break this habit. So while you're working on this habit, try to get everybody in the family involved and make it a goal. No more dirty clothes on the floor. They've got to go into where the washing machine is. Those are the tips. I hope that you maybe take some of these habits into consideration. If you want to join me on trying to work on any of these habits, please list it in the comments. I would love to be your cheerleader and cheer you on. And remember to like and subscribe so that we get more content and videos. I post videos once a week. I try to give motivational and inspirational help to you to make your life easier. I'm also a former attorney, so some of my content deals with legal issues and things that, everybody should know if they have a family. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for being here with me.